Back here live from the Hornella Spiritual Life Center. I don't know why I keep looking over there just to remind myself the name of the building. I should have it in a memory bank right now. But anyways, the crowd's starting to kind of pick up a little bit here, and we should be expecting to see a couple more athletes around quite soon and possibly. So we're excited for tonight. And obviously, this is a night where we present the awards for the athletes for the past achievements, great successes, and obviously for some great academic standards as well. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, oh, great, it's just another award show. But don't worry, folks. There's more to it than just the awards. There's going to be a special performance as well. So what these athletes don't know is that it's a surprise. Well, of course, we know about it now because I just blurted it out. So anyway, trying to see here. Anybody want to do a red carpet interview over here? Hey, Mark. Oh, I guess we'll still wait and see. I don't know if they're shy or not, but trying to work things out over here as we got a couple more people. Hello there. How you doing? It's good to be here. So nice to see you. Nice to see you. Looking good as well. Thank you. All right. Looks like we're going to get a couple more athletes, but don't worry. It's going to get a lot bigger. So, definitely exciting. Everybody seems to be kind of emerging into this whole area right here where they're taking the pictures and all of that. And, that guy over there has got a nice fat head. You take a picture with a hat, and you just, enjoy it, and it's a lasting picture as well. So, right then. So anyway, we got a lot going on here, and I was hoping, hey, what do you know? We got our first interviewee. It is Drew, the assistant coach of men's tennis, or just the graduate assistant?
The graduate assistant.
Okay, that's a better title. All right. Well, you should be excited to see because absolutely both teams, obviously the men's tennis team, are going to be heading their conference tournament as well. And remind me again where you're going.
Going to UT Dallas this weekend.
That's right, UT Dallas. Of course, it always rotates every single year. They're going to the West Division. Now, just kind of talk about the season in particular. I mean, obviously, a lot of the season kind of rained out because of some weather issues and all, but you were able to get most of the games in. So just kind of talk about the season from each of you perspective.
Yeah, the season was really difficult. We had a lot of nationally ranked teams, so we're feeling pretty good right now because we feel like when we came back to conference, we're playing much better than everybody else in our conference, with the exception of UT Tyler because they're always a stack. But, the season's been good, it's been tough, and it's made us better for it. So
definitely, and looking forward to possibly a nice, exciting time as the men's team take on the conference championship. You got anything you want to say and all that? I mean, how excited are you about this night? I mean, look at all this. Everybody, you're dressed up for the occasion. How excited are you about tonight?
Well, this is my first award show with ETBU, and I'm hoping it's going to be very exciting. So.
Well, hopefully it lives up to your expectations. All right, Drew, thanks very much. And all right, so that was Drew, the graduate assistant for both tennis programs, looking around to see if anybody kind of has an inkling as far as who wants to be interviewed. And I know that there seems to be a lot. Hang on, I think I recognize somebody over here. Well, maybe I guess we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, so a lot of people are coming over, and it's definitely going to get a lot It's definitely crazy. I mean, although I have to admit I am a little claustrophobic, I am a little concerned as far as it could be a big jam. But anyway, folks, going to stick around, or actually not for long. We're going to be talking with our next player. It is ETBU hockey goaltender, Nick Pizzuto. We had a good chance to talk to him. Nick Pizzuto, man, how are you enjoying your life so far? I mean, this is only your second season in hockey. Man, I'll tell you what, they got better this year.
Yeah, it's fun being down here in the warm weather. And just, enjoying time with a lot of people from different states, which I haven't had a chance to in my past. And so, it's been going good, but next year is going to be fun too.
Has there ever been any sort of USA-Canada kind of rivalry there, or is it just more kind of the brotherhood because you're obviously playing on the same team?
It's more of a brotherhood, but, when you got like a USA versus Canada playing like the Olympics is when you see that rivalry come through.
Have you been keeping up with the Stanley Cup playoffs and all that?
I have.
Any team that you have a feeling that's going to win it all this year, or don't know?
This year is I don't really know who's going to win, but I'm going for Nashville. I want them to get a cup for the first time, and so first time ever actually.
Oh yeah, definitely. So all right, Nick. Well, thanks for joining us once again. Good luck tonight, and hopefully you enjoy tonight. So that was Nick Bizzuto, ETBU's goaltender. We do have a hockey team. Okay, sorry, I had to make an adjustment there. But, yes, we do have hockey team. We also added a new sport. We also added golf as well, and bass fishing, of course, having another sensational season. So, yeah, ETBU's got some sports besides your usual football, basketball, baseball, softball, and all that. So, yeah, that is very exciting, very much fun. And, hey, what do you know? We talked to Drew earlier. Looks like we're going to be talking to a couple of tennis boys. We got Cody Highsmith and John Herr. That's correct? Yes, it is. Thank you very much. All right, Cody. Obviously, this is your senior year. You're in a conference tournament once again. How are you enjoying at least this year? I know it's got to be bittersweet.
Oh, I'm super excited. It's my last chance to go out there and play for ETBU. I'm just going to go out there and give all the glory to God and play my hardest.
Definitely. John, you're going out to Richardson again. Any thoughts about what you could be expecting as far as the competition?
I know Mary Hart and Baylor is a really winnable match for us. That's what we're excited for. UT Dallas is going to be really hard the next round. So, we're just going to go and play our hearts out.
Definitely. So, all right, obviously, you guys have had a great success. I know the season's kind of been a little, I don't want to say kind of rough because of the weather and all that, but it seems like, talking to Drew earlier, it seems like the season has made you stronger. Would you say to that?
Yeah, we played a lot of nationally ranked teams this year, and we've had a lot of really close matches. So I'm definitely on this end, we're playing a lot better than we had been the past couple of years to make a deep run in the tournament.
Well, that's very exciting to see. Well, boys, I wish you guys the best of luck, and hopefully you guys come away with some sort of recognition tonight and all, but I don't know. We'll wait and see. All right, thanks for joining me once again. All right, folks. And, well, we're still waiting. How you doing? Sorry. If I don't know your name, that's okay. Just tell me your name.
Cassidy Wilcoxon.
What was that?
Cassidy Wilcoxon.
Oh, Cassidy Wilcoxon. So you must be excited about being here tonight.
Oh, yes.
I know it's a little nerve-wracking with all these people around here. Don't worry, it's okay. Just kind of talk about your season here at ETBU. I mean, it had to have been a truly tremendous one.
Yes, it has. I'm a freshman, so I'm like all experienced. I was very excited to be a part of the women's tennis team. It was like a fun season to be around them.
Definitely, obviously, freshman season, of course. You got 3 more years of that, so you should be excited for that. Anyway, what are you expecting for tonight? This obviously being your first Toby Award. What are you most looking forward to from tonight as far as just kind of taking something for experience?
I really don't know what to expect, honestly.
That's okay. I mean, nobody knows what to expect. That's always full of surprises and all that. But hey, listen, thanks for joining me once again. I know it's a little nerve-wracking doing this and all that, but I'm sure you're going to have fun tonight. So hopefully you have fun. All right, folks. That was Cassidy Wilcoxon of ETBU Tennis. And, well, what do you know? It's one of ETBU's top women's basketball players, Kim Childress. Kim, obviously, first year here at ETBU, obviously you got to look back with some great success.
Yes, it was definitely a lot of fun. So
definitely best time of your life so far?
What? Sorry.
Best time of your life so far? Sorry, it's a little loud.
Yes, definitely.
All right, so take us back to a memory about during the season where you felt like it all just kind of came together and you felt like this was a team that could really do some big things.
Definitely during the conference tournament. I think that we all went in and we were just kind of like, we can do this, but we didn't know what it was going to take, and everyone gave it their all, and we came out with the win. So
definitely. I mean, obviously, just watching you play, it seemed like everything was just going right for you at the right time and all that. So, yeah, I'm sure you're pretty excited. So, obviously, this being your first time here at ETBU, and this being your first Toby Awards, and you're looking around all over and just seeing a lot of people, and just kind of talk about getting a chance to share the experience of not just your season, but all the seasons here at ETBU from every sport.
I think it's an incredible opportunity for all of us to come together as a united family of sports and just glorify the Lord and just have a good night and give everyone awards that deserve it. So.
All right, well, best of luck to you, Kim. Hopefully you get something tonight. We'll never know. But anyways, all right, hope you have a good night. All right, that was Kim Childress, ETBU women's basketball player. Definitely, hold on a second, folks. You want to follow me, or do you want them right here? Hey, all right, come here. Come here, you. Well, last year I had the good opportunity to interview Connor Combs. This right here is his younger brother, Casey Combs, who just happens to be... You know what? You get over here. You get over here. Come on, Carson. I got the Combs bros right here. The only person missing is Connor Combs, but that's okay. We'll just say hi to Connor Combs. Hopefully life is going good for him. So let's start off with you, Casey. Obviously, being the only Combs bro left on the ETB baseball team, does that kind of feel like you've had to take the burden of living up to the Combs name, or is it just more like, I could just relax and just have some fun playing baseball with my guys?
Yeah, I've never felt a burden having to follow in his footsteps. I know I've always been my own player, my own person. We're two very different ball players, even though we do a lot of things very similar. But I knew it was going to be a very different year this year. Going to have a lot of young guys, just like Connor did his junior year. So it was really cool playing behind the last 2 years just to learn the leadership and how to deal with certain things when we go through adversity. So it was really good to play behind him for a few years just to see kind of how he dealt with certain things and issues like that. And it really helped my leadership, I feel like, this year.
Carson, obviously, another outstanding season for hockey. You guys definitely had an incredible season. You actually won 10 straight games against some really good competition. I mean, Texas A&M, North Texas, TCU. Just kind of talk about the season. I mean, it seemed like you guys gained a lot of experience and notoriety to the point where next year there's a lot at stake.
Yeah, absolutely. The goal coming into this year was to we had a really good solid group of guys. We built on that this past season, so we knew coming in we'd be able to compete well. We just didn't know how well we would be able to compete. So going on that 10-game win streak was awesome. We every guy was clicking, playing well together. The community was great. The unity was great. Guys were playing for each other, and we just had awesome locker room interactions with guys. And so it was a lot of fun when you're playing without the pressure to win every game. It alleviates that pressure that every guy has to play with, and it makes it easier to play and easier to score goals and easier to win. So we were really proud of how we did, and we're looking forward to building upon that this next year and continuing that.
All right, boys, time to put you a little on the spot here. Of the three athletes, you, Casey, and Connor, of course, who's not here, but I'm sure he's watching. Who's the best athlete of the family? Are you
100%?
Are you positive? Are you sure it's not you?
No.
Okay. Casey?
They always say I was the most naturally gifted. Now, Connor always had that work ethic that put him above and beyond, but naturally I feel like I've always had the edge, but I've been getting outworked by my own
It helps when you got two older brothers playing, and you're playing at their level every single day, so, All
right, well, thanks, guys, for joining us here. Good luck tonight, and I hope you guys have some fun. So that was Casey and Carson Combs. Connor Combs, not here, a former ETBU baseball player, but if he's watching, I say, hey, obviously we miss you and all that, so having a good time as well. All right, we're going to step aside for just a little bit, but when we come back, we'll talk to more people in just a moment. Hang on just a second. I thought we were going to go to commercial, but unfortunately we got to get back on the air because we're joined now by Sidney Saxton, of ETB women's basketball player. And I'm sorry, kind of remind me your name?
Harrison.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So, Sidney, I'll start with you. Obviously, we had your teammate Kim Childress on the air talking about the season, and just kind of talk about the moment during the year when it seemed like everything just kind of came together for you, and to the point where you felt like, hey, you can make something out of this.
I'll say conference, where everything came together and we felt like we can win something. So conference, and then going into the regionals, and then making it to the Elite Eight.
So how proud of Sidney are you for her outstanding season the last season?
Very proud. I'm a proud teammate.
Definitely there's a lot of proudness in the air. So, all right. So you excited for next season, looking to continue on?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right. Well, best of luck to both of you, and hopefully you have yourself a good time. So, all right, that was Sidney Saxton and Dominic Harrison for ETBU. So, just continuing on here as we see more people kind of gathering around, although it's kind of covered up and blocked, you can't really tell. But, a lot of people are just coming in. They're enjoying themselves, and, hey, it's just been a blast, and having themselves a good time. So anyways, folks, hold on a minute, folks. We got one more here. Former ETBU football player, now turned graduate assistant or part of the coaching staff for football, Austin Ashley. Austin, a lot of exciting news, obviously. ETBU getting a new football coach. How has the transition been for new head coach Brian Maper from your perspective, at least? Okay. All right, but yeah, do you want me to repeat the question? Yeah. Okay, so how has the transition been for you to be part of the coaching staff right now?
Oh man, it's awesome. Coach Maper's amazing. He's came in, got the guys really excited about football again. And it's just amazing all around.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so I know the NFL draft ended a few days ago, but I'm going to put you on the spot. You're the general manager of ETBU football. You have to make a pick. You can't choose C.J. Johnson, and you can't choose Ty Parsons. You can only name one player on the football team, current or, in your case, graduated, whatever. You have a choice. Which football player do you choose? Or in this case, the Austin Ashley Fantasy Football Team selects
Brian Baca. Number 1 overall.
Yeah. All right.
He's a great leader. Throw the ball. Everything you need to have a successful franchise. So.
No, definitely. Obviously, Brian Baca, of course, quarterback, set a school record for most touchdown passes and passing yards, I should say. It's not a receiver, although you could try a play where he could receive. But sure. All right. So, any ideas of what we might be expecting to see, maybe for next year's team at all, or you just kind of like to keep it on the down low?
Well, all I can tell y'all is that we're going to go fast and we're going to score a lot of points. It's going to be Tiger football. It's going to be exciting.
You heard it here. So fast that not even a speeding ticket can stop them. All right, Austin, thanks very much for joining us once again. All right, hope you have yourself a good night. And looking to continue on here as we're trying to wait and see any more interviewees for the red carpet show, or pre-show, I guess you could say. Kind of wish we had a red carpet, unfortunately. But anyways, so we got a couple of soccer players right over here. So... all right, let's see if I get this correctly. Let's see, we got Claire Hamilton, Crystal Monson Hernandez, and, I'm sorry, what was that? Gabby Henley. All right, so we've got 3 players from the ETBU women's soccer team with us here. So last season, y'all really put together a really great season. You talk about hosting a conference tournament game and then the big upset against Alcorn State. How crazy was that when you took on an NCAA Division I team and not only just beat them, but beat them pretty bad?
Well, see, I was out with a concussion at the time, but we all were. But just to be there and support our team was just, and beat a D1 team, that's a new, I guess, like a new accomplishment, a new level. And it's just really exciting to see our program going in a great direction. So.
Crystal, obviously, this, of course, another good season. Just kind of talk about head coach Solberg as a head coach. What is it about him that kind of makes the team gel sort of bit? Is it his enthusiasm, or is it just kind of, his leadership as a head coach? Well, what is it about him that makes his team gel?
I think it's his love for Christ that kind of radiates out of him. He's kind of like the only coach that kind of pushed me past my limits. Just whenever I thought I couldn't, he just kept pushing me. So.
All right, and Claire, obviously, I don't know if you follow the United States Women's National Soccer Team, but if you had to take a guess as far as players on the team that could qualify for a roster spot, who would you say and why? Yeah.
I would say Heather Brady, even though she's fixing to graduate, but I think her effort is always there and her motivation is in the right place, and she's overall just a great teammate.
All right, definitely. All right, well, thanks a lot, ladies. Hope you have a good night, and go Tigers on the women's soccer team. Looking to continue their incredible season, or looking forward to another great season, I should say. And, wow, look what we have here. We got Zach Biles and Garrett Gibson. Sorry, man. See, the problem I have here is that Garrett Gibson and Caleb Taylor almost look exactly alike. All right. All right, definitely. All right, Zach, I'll start with you. A two-sport athlete here. You run track and you run football. Are there some sort of similarities between the two? Obviously in track you don't have any contact, but do you kind of have some similarities between the two sports?
Well, there's a little bit, but track speed and football speed is two different things, so going off of that, they're pretty much different.
Garrett, obviously, ETBU football had a couple of players sign pro. Recently, C.J. Johnson got picked up by the Green Bay Packers, and now we got Ty Parsons out in Germany. So just kind of talk about that feeling of just knowing where ETBU football is as far as gaining the notoriety and having a couple of players sign professionally.
It feels really good. Like, if you look around, like, not even a lot of D1 and D2 schools have the type of talent going pro like we do. So, like, just to play with those guys and see how, notice we're becoming worldwide, it's a pretty good feeling.
All right, boys, I'm going to put you on the spot here. All right, so the NFL draft ended a few days ago. I'm going to ask you to pick one player on your team for your first pick. can't choose Ty. You can't choose CJ. One player currently on the team, or maybe somebody that's about to graduate. Who would you pick, Zach Bios, for your first pick overall?
Put me on the spot like that. Big K.
Okay.
RJ for sure.
Okay, so got a couple of good picks and all that. All right, boys, thanks for joining me once again. Hope you guys have yourself a good night and enjoy yourselves. Well, no, it looks like I found myself the royalty here. I'm here with Miss ETBU cheerleader Taylor Rowlands, along with, Kendall Westbrook or something like that? All right, I'm just double checking the names. I don't want to mispronounce any names. Taylor, just talk about what it feels like to be Miss ETBU. I mean, obviously, that's a big deal around here.
Yeah, I just finished my year as Miss ETBU 2017, and it was such an honor getting to serve the university and the community through that level. Getting to go and advocate for causes that I care about was such an amazing opportunity. And then finishing out the year strong through Tiger Cheer, just being able to reach out to Marshall in ways that I didn't even think was possible, but only through Jesus was it possible. And I've had such an amazing senior year.
Kendall, just kind of talk about what's the best part about being a cheerleader for ETBU. Obviously, the cool part is you get to go all the sporting events and just cheer, but just kind of talk about the coolest part about being an ETBU cheerleader.
Just getting all the opportunities just to serve the Lord, and just meeting so many great people. Just getting to have that fellowship with your friends.
Definitely. Well, I hope you two have the best of luck tonight. Obviously, it should be fun and exciting, and good luck tonight, and we'll hope you have a good time. So we have a couple of interesting things, and sorry, pal, if I don't know your name, that's okay. Just kind of tell me a bit.
My name is Thomas Sanford.
Thomas Sanford, of course. Now I remember. He plays for the men's soccer team. So Tommy boy, how have you been looking tonight? You looking nice with all the looks and all that. Just kind of just talk about the season that you had as ETBU player. So just talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, we had a pretty good season, but as a whole, I mean, we didn't do too bad, but had a couple losses, a couple wins, but we'll figure it out.
Any particular moment that stands out about this season or in your ETBU career as a whole?
My ETBU career as a whole was probably my mission trip to Nicaragua. We had a great time there.
Well, that's right. You had a good mission trip. ETBU sports team's going on mission trip, folks. So just kind of talk about your expectations for next season in particular.
Yeah, we're going to raise the bar really high this year. We've got a lot of recruits coming in, and hopefully that we can get a few wins on our belt and make conference tournament.
I'll tell you what, Thomas, I wish I had your hairdo right now because it looks pretty good right now. All right, good luck tonight. Hopefully you have yourselves a good time. And let's get a couple more boys here. All right. Well, ETBU men's basketball team, we got Jordan Gray, missed most of the season due to an injury, and Davis Robinson, a key contributor off the bench. Jordan, I'll start with you. Obviously, the season, you had a good promising start, but then injuries kind of went down. And one of the biggest sights I loved was seeing you enthusiastic on the bench, even if you had to hop around a bit. But just kind of talk about the rehab process. How are you doing right now?
Sure, it's going good. Trainers here getting me right, getting me ready to start, getting ready for the games, going to Israel. I'm in full swing, going 100% in practice, so it's going good.
Was it kind of tough just sitting on the bench, watching your teammates play when you felt like, man, if I could have been there, I could have helped out a bit more?
It was different, but I just took on my role and realized that I had to contribute in a different way on the bench and just encourage and coach the guys the best way I could.
Davis, it seems like the basketball teams for both teams kind of had similar seasons. I mean, it seemed like they both had similar records, to tell you the truth. I mean, was there kind of something going on there between both sides, or was it just more kind of the way you played?
I think the way we played really had a lot to do with it, but spiritually, our teams were connected in a lot of ways. In hotels at nights, we'd have Bible studies. We'd have nights where we just talk, pray together. So I think the Lord had a hand in that.
What's the best memory from this season? I mean, I might have a feeling I know the answer to this one, but what do you think's the best memory for the season?
Honestly, I think the best memory would be Weston Riddick's shot when it would be UT Tyler. I think
that was the one I thought, folks. All right, good luck tonight. Hope you guys have a good time. I'm sure if you find a seat, you might get yourself a seat early. So, all right. Well, that is going to continue on here, and checking the time here. It's 7:17. The show starts at 7:30. So, yeah, I think that is we're just going to wrap things up here right now. So, folks, that's going to do it for the pregame I say pregame show. It's really the pre-show for the Toby Awards. But anyway, folks, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to switch over channels. That is going to continue on here, and checking the time here. It's 7:17. The show starts